Impure fools. You know you want me.
Of red. Suffering is the meaning
Welcome
of
to
life.
Summoner's Rift.
Well, their lives.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Rend their flesh, flay them head to toe. All my
Minions
exes
have
are
spawned.
dead. Once turned upside down. Human agony. My two favorite words. Things I'm gonna do to you.
First love. Double kill.
Are you lonely? I can help. I can't wait to see your face. Go on, touch me.
An enemy has been slain.
One touch with desire. That's all I need.
Killing spree.
A little bit of heaven before the hell. I hurt them so they hurt no more. That's it, love. Let your guard down. No, don't. Stop. The height of their happiness is the depth of their pain. Someday they'll love me for who I really am. How about a kiss? Every kid is just a lover who didn't work out. flesh, flay them head to toe. Things I'm gonna do to you.
An enemy has been slain.
I like to watch.
Keep them longing, make them plead. Are you lonely?
Unstoppable.
These curves are
An enemy has been slain.
Lights out.
Shut down.
the things we whisper.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Rampage.
Just listening to especially someone to trust.
Go on, touch me. That's when I'm dead.
Unstoppable. Shut down.
I tasted peace once. It didn't do it for me. A little bit of heaven before the hell.
It's better in the dark.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
That's it, love. Let your guard down.
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
Yet.
An enemy has been slain. Rampage.
How about a kiss?
Let's sneak around.
An ally has been slain.
Let Evelyn take over.
Let's play hard to get. Need to find me? Just follow the trail of widows. just tear them from rib cages.
Turret plating will fall soon. Shut down. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Misery loves whatever I tell it to. Things I'm gonna do to you.
Unstoppable.
You really don't know someone until you've seen them beg for mercy.
Double kill.
You need to relax. The things we whisper in the dark.
An enemy has been slain.
Are you lonely? I can help. Love at first sight, and last.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
They can touch, but they can't look. Don't try to tell me I'm not
Your
gorgeous.
team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
They all look the same in the dark. Without pain, how would they know pleasure? Hate, no, I hope you need love. Let's play hard to get.
Godlike.
Go on, touch me.
Legendary.
The night is my veil. Are just two words of passion. Let's sneak around.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
I hurt them till they hurt no more.
The things we whisper in the dark. One touch with desire. That's all I need. Drink the pain, toss away the rest. They can touch, but they can't look. Without pain, how would they know pleasure?
An enemy has been slain.
Let's see.
Rampage. Victory! Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Oh, so many joyful people to hurt.
Minions have spawned.
Hitting me is like boxing with shadows.
Pillow talk. Is just a lover.
That's it, Mom. Let your guard down.
I hurt them till they hurt no more. You've seen them beg for mercy. Need to find me? Just follow the trail of widows.
Go on, touch me.
First blood.
Things I'm gonna do to you.
Let's see. Something to fill the emptiness. want to tear your throat out with their teeth. Just looking for that special someone to torment. One touch with desire. That's all I need. What they don't know won't hurt them. Yet. I use every part of their torment. Nothing is wasted. The night is my veil.
An enemy has been slain.
I like to watch.
Are you lonely?
I can help.
A man once told me to put on some clothes.
An enemy has been slain.
I thought you were getting lucky. A little bit of heaven
Before the hell.
this is better. You need to relax.
They can touch that they can't look. That's it, Mom. Let your guard down.
An enemy has been slain.
It's better in the dark. The height of their happiness is the depth of their pain. Let's play hard to get. Once I was overwhelmed by the agony. Now I can't get enough.
Down.
all my exes are dead.
You have slain an enemy.
Let Evelyn take over.
Killing spree.
Lights out. You really don't know someone until you've seen them beg for mercy. Let's sneak around. Render. Lay them head to toe. What they don't know won't hurt them. Yet. Go on, touch me. Interfere. It's delightful.
An enemy has been slain.
I like to watch.
Shut down.
Through suffering, they come to love me. Every single one.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Things I'm gonna do to you. The night is my veil.
An enemy has been slain.
They can touch, but they can't look. Stalk and seduce. Hey, no.
An ally has been slain.
I only do one night stands.
Killing spree.
Stay right there, love.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Let's play hard to get. They all look. How about a kiss? It's better in the dark.
things we whisper in the dark.
Shut down.
My love cuts to the quick. Lights out. You need to relax. What they don't know won't hurt them.
Yet.
Rampage.
They can touch, but they can't look.
I remember when just a little pain did the trick.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
That's it, love. Put your guard down.
Don't die wishing you'd had this.
Enemy killing spree.
Suffering is the meaning of life. Well, there.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
The night is my veil.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy rampage.
They all look the same in the dark.
An enemy is unstoppable. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Okay, my turn. Another takeover.
Slain an enemy.
I was born of 1,000 screams. What's one more?
An ally has been slain.
Let's play
to get. My love cuts to the quick. Go on, touch me. Once I was overwhelmed by the agony. Now I can't get enough. Let's sneak around. Without pain, how would they know pleasure? They can touch, but they can't look. Misery loves whatever I tell it to.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
I can't feel anything until they do. I like to watch. The night is my veil.
An ally has been slain. Shut down.
A man once told me to put on some clothes. So I wore his skin.
It's better in the dark. Things I'm gonna do to you.
You have slain an enemy. An ally has been slain.
So,
How about a kiss? Always dress to reproduce my next victim.
let's play hard to get. The things we whisper in the dark. Every smile is just a frown, waiting to be turned upside down.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
The height of their house.
Shut down. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed
should turn off.
Your turret has been destroyed.
This craving. Play more lady. Lights out. I was born of 1,000 screams. What's one more? Let's sneak around.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Start another rumor.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
They can touch, but they can't look.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Without pain.
Double kill.
Ooh, I like to watch. Human agony. My tooth.
Rampage.
I can help. Stay right there. This craving will soon be sated. Okay. Stalk and seduce. Hate and love are just two words for passion. One touch with desire. That's all I need.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Don't go nowhere. It's better in the dark. Let's play hard to get.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Gorgeous.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
The things we
Unstoppable. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
they all look the same
Your
in the
team
dark.
has destroyed a turret. Dominating.
Lights out.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Ace. Victory!
Worse decisions will haunt you.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions have spawned.
Forward.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Shut down.
We back. I don't know what he was max. Like, I'm so confused at what he's maxing. Tom Kinch. It's got to be eat because he's eating me like he's eating me. Getting 3 stacks on me and eating me immediately again. Like, did they lower the cooldown or something? I don't know who the fuck plays Tom Kinch, so.
Oh yeah, Brad.
What up?
Send me the Hulu info.
Oh, yeah. Give me a minute. Mike.
I tell you, man. Friends, man. Friends. Jesus Christ.
Huh?
I said friends, man. I tell you. It's supposed to be there, and then they just leave you hanging.
Hey, I just downloaded all the Hulu information on your thing for free. For nothing.
But you can't send it to me so I can download them damn episodes.
I don't think so.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Send me that info. There you go.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, come the fuck on. He does not have Ghost. I'm gonna teleport to that. Hear me? Oh, I thought you were Vi. Lol.
Soon fall. An enemy.
God damn. Who are you? Oh, you're Nautilus? Didn't know that. If I would have known you were support, I would have traded. Didn't hear that part. I thought it was weird you were playing Vi. Nice. Right? She lost 2 calculators?
Slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
He's super fast. Oh, Thomas there? Hot.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy
Yeah. I don't know. He's been doing it all game.
slain.
Oh. Yeah, he sucks.
An ally has been slain.
What do you mean? Into what? My goo? When did they change that? No. I have not played it forever. Lol, I didn't know that. I mean, I'm like permanently slow. My frozen heart's almost done. That's alright, Vane's bot.
Enemy killing spree.
Oh shit, you got it? Did you steal it? Well. I don't care about that. Just push. We got Baron. Hello. Yeah, no.
An ally has been slain.
Lol. Yeah, no shit. Glad I traded with him. Jesus. Alright. Oh, do you want to do Son of Tark? Why is he broken? But I like what they changed. Declare your champion. Yeah.
Impure fools.
She left. Oh, they took it, Jay. Oh, then we should have done it. Fuck. Play.
Feel the thorns embrace.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say actually. Like you, well, I don't know. Still haven't answered me what they changed on him to make him broken. Enough? Loads are pretty quick.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I downloaded Guild Wars again. I know, whenever we talked about it the other day, I was like, I'm gonna download that shit. Someone dead already.
Blood.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Nautilus doesn't have Ignite.
Minions have spawned.
No. Vigor. He's gonna be mad. He's not even gonna come bot now. Okay, well, I'm going to lane, so. Hopefully Nautilus doesn't kill me.
Such a busy man.
I don't know. Back up a little bit. Okay. Wow.
has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Back up, back up. Hopefully. Wow. She flashed. I did, yeah. I'm backing, so get ready for them to dive you. Only have 17 CS. That's a problem. No, no. Yeah.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
So much more to see.
She's gonna come back way stronger than me. Three.
An ally has been slain. Executed.
It's pretty funny that Thanos going out of his way to kill your little plants when, like, you're clearly not here. At least into here, so.
An ally has been slain.
Not quite. Why did he eat that?
Enemy killing spree. An ally has been slain.
Are you here? Or...
The forest holds many many surprises.
I don't know if I believe you, but
An enemy has been slain.
a flash on her now.
An ally has been slain.
Lol. How did you not get back in time? I love that it gave Lee Sin the assist on that. Yeah. Okay.
Enemy killing spree.
Maybe that's why he's broken.
Venture off the beaten path.
Shock, that didn't grab me. Okay.
Your turret
No.
has been destroyed.
Might as well go finish this, I guess.
Just a
So I might as well go finish this.
Turret plating will soon fall.
many surprises.
Do whatever you need to do. I don't have any farm. Of course, didn't. That's pretty tough.
An ally has been slain.
Take careful steps.
Where's Nidalee at? Oh, she's dead. Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out, where the fuck she was.
Things aren't always what they seem.
Wow. No.
She died.
You're kidding me.
So much more to see.
Yeah. No. Wow. Fucking trash. Get out of the route.
Enemy killing spree.
Go over the wall. Did he flash or run? No! I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. No, not.
Enemy rampage.
Oh yeah. I bet I did. Oh, he's into shit. No, play ball with me. Just actually fucking be there. Like, they were level 6 and you were level 3, so, you know. Yeah, yeah, that's a second in, like, video game land. That's not that long. Oh.
Impure fools.
Dermot's in this long ass should I quote from Dwight from The Office? Because Crystal just watched all 9 seasons of The Office in like 9 days. Like, it was like so fast. Huh? Yeah, a lot. So Dur just quoted Dwight, and Crystal said, "This is why I love Dwight. I think I'm going to start watching The Office over again. This made me laugh out loud." And I said, "Good job, Dur. The plan worked. Now she'll be distracted for more game time." And then I said it like, "Oh, wrong chat." He's so fucking funny, dude. Alright, Tristania. Can I just go my old Misfortune build? Do I have to go press the attack? Why does it suck now? I just like doing chunky damage. That's all I want to do is chunky damage. What is that? Who is that? What champion is that? There's a new one? Fuck me, man. I'm going the old build. Fuck this. Right? Okay. Alright, I'll just go my old build. How about that? I'll still go press the attack, but alright, then I'm going my old build. Dark Harvest, cheap shot. Yeah, but like barely. That was a while ago too. Eyeball collection. Couldn't save. Alright, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back. I was like, who are you talking to? Wait, the cat. How's your cat doing? Does she like you now? She still doesn't like you? So she does like you? It's interesting.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So she a support? What does she do?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Like, no idea. Should work out then. Yummy. Yumi? Y-U-U-M-I? I'll word this.
Minions have spawned.
I don't know what you heard. I'll slowly learn.
This is Yumi, the magical cat. Leaving a lazy life of cuddling and snacks, Yumi and her best friend Book go on a quest to find their master. Yumi dishes out heals and shields, escaping enemy attacks and keeping her new friends safe.
Use your claws! Your claws!
The cat's out of the book.
The fuck
Welcome
was that?
to the Yumi Champion Spotlight.
What? Why is she so little?
Yumi starts with a point in W, you and me.
What do
When
I do?
activated, Yumi dashes to an
happening?
ally and attaches, becoming
doesn't have to
unpluggable
move?
by everything but turrets. She goes along for the
What the
ride until
fuck
she
is
breaks
that
the
shit?
bond or attaches to another friend. If an ally recalls or teleports anywhere on the map,
So she has
can
2
tag
spells
along.
at level 1. That's good to know.
There's no cooldown to jump among her teammates. Choosing when and whom to attach to is a core part of her kit T. Every so often, Yumi's next basic attack against an enemy champion restores mana and grants
What?
her a shield.
Is that
Often
shit
Block's
heat
shield
seeking?
has infinite duration and follows Yumi or an attached ally until it's broken. But she can only attack enemies while
I am
unattached.
so confused.
Yumi fires a prowling projectile that deals damage to the first enemy hit. If the missile's been in flight long enough, it deals bonus damage and slows. If the magical cat is attached, she fires from her ally's position and can direct the missile's flight path with what
Yeah,
else?
it's been
The
heat seeking
mouse.
to you the whole time.
If Yumi unattaches while it's in flight, the missile flies straight.
Oh no.
Yumi's E, Zoomies, has 2 charges, granting a short burst of movement speed and a heal on each cast. If attached, her partner gets the heal and speed boost instead. Targets at lower health
Not
are
going
healed
down.
more.
Have you seen my master? She's about your size.
Yumi's not kidding around with Final Chapter. She opens book, launching waves of damage that root enemies after multiple hits. While using her ult, Yumi can move, attach to allied champions, and even haste with Zumi's. Yumi is all about strategically attaching, unattaching, or swapping teammates. Start games by hopping on and off your ally to poke enemies down with empowered attacks and prowling projectiles. Even though Yumi can't get targeted while attached, if her partner dies, she doesn't actually have 9 lives, and she'll go pretty fast too. Keep an eye
I
out for
need you.
daring teammates who need a heal right meow, and have them thank you for not getting boxed.
I love keeping my friends alive.
For truly cataclysmic plays, tell your tankier teammates who like going into the fray. Root opponents during the engage, keep your allies at high health, and slow down fleeing foes so your team can clean house.
Now kill
man,
him!
so
Kill
well,
him!
pop the pot.
Yumi can play the perfect game of cat and mouse, taking her team into formidable danger and getting them away safely. If you want to support with powerful heals to safeguard frontline allies,
Yeah.
grab a friend and get in lane with Yumi, the magical cat.
You and me, we got this!
For more information on Yumi's
Wow,
personality
this
and
bounces.
adventures, paw at the links below. Cat's all for today, folks.
He did heal, right?
Has been slain.
Our stack. How did that not execute it? Yeah. I have no mana. You can't take it that much.
Ally has been slain.
I'm just gonna get a stack. I thought you were, when you said that, I thought you were grabbing. How am I supposed to know that? I just wanted a stack, dog. Yeah. I like how she like just jumps on her. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Yeah. Word? I'm a lot stronger than Tristana right now. Like, a lot. Hate seeks to you, bro. I'm coming. As fast as I can. You gonna grab again? Okay. Okay, it looks like, according to someone's coming down there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
An enemy has been slain.
I am 6. Alright, then I'll come right here. Morgana's coming down. Morgana is coming down. Okay. Saving all my mana for bot. Go. You have ult? Yeah. Ult that bitch. And that was perfect. I just want to push the tower and back. I mean, you can take farm, whatever you need to do. I don't understand that thing at all. She has boots, she has Berserker Greaves and a dagger, and I have Duskblade and another longsword. So I think we can kill her. Deal. Did not work out. What is happening? Like what? Hang on, just stay. Sneak in the bushies. Go grabs. Ult him. Huh. Dude! Oh my god. Try not to.
An enemy has been slain.
No one does.
This is Yuumi, the magical cat. Leaving a lazy life of cuddling in stacks, Yuumi and her best friend Book go on a quest to find their master. Yuumi dishes out heals and shields, escaping enemy attacks and keeping her new friends safe.
Use your claws! Your claws!
The cat's out of the book. Welcome to the Yuumi Champion Spotlight. Yuumi starts with a point in W, you and me. When activated, Yuumi dashes to an ally and attaches, becoming untargetable by everything but turrets. She goes along for the ride until she breaks the bond or attaches to another friend. If an ally recalls or teleports anywhere on the map, she can tag along.
Woo!
There's no cooldown to jump among her teammates. Choosing when and whom to attach to is a core part of her kit, T. Every so often, Yumi's next basic attack against an enemy champion restores mana and grants her a shield. Bop and Block's shield has infinite duration and follows Yumi or an attached ally until it's broken, but she can only attack enemies while unattached. Yumi fires a prowling projectile that deals damage to the first enemy hit. If the missile's been in flight long enough, it deals bonus damage and slows. If the magical cat is attached, she fires from her ally's position and can direct the missile's flight path with, what else? Her mouse. If Yumi unattaches while it's in flight, the missile flies straight. Yumi's E, Zoomies, has 2 charges, granting a short burst of movement speed and a heal on each cast. If attached, her partner gets the heal and speed boost instead. Targets at lower health are healed more.
Have you seen my master? She's about your size.
Yumi's not kidding around with Final Chapter. She opens book, launching waves of damage that root enemies after multiple hits. While using her ult, Yumi can move, attach to allied champions, and even haste with Zoomies. Yumi is all about strategically attaching, unattaching, or swapping teammates. Start games by hopping on and off your ally to poke enemies down with empowered attacks and prowling projectiles. Even though Yumi can't get targeted while attached, if her partner dies, she doesn't actually have 9 lives, and she'll go pretty fast too. Keep an eye out for daring teammates who need a heal right meow, and have them thank you for not getting bopped.
I love keeping my friends alive.
For truly cataclysmic plays, tell your tankier teammates who like going into the fray. Shield. Bop and Block's shield has infinite duration and follows Yumi or an attached ally until it's broken, but she can only attack enemies while unattached. Yumi fires a prowling projectile that deals damage to the first enemy hit. If the missile's been in flight long enough, it deals bonus damage and slows. If the magical cat is attached, she fires from her ally's position and can direct the missile's flight path with, what else? Her mouse. If Yumi unattaches while it's in flight, the missile flies straight.
Nothing happens. Nothing she does anything.
Zoomies has 2 charges, granting a short burst of movement speed and a heal on each cast. If attached, her partner gets the heal and speed boost instead. Targets at lower health are healed more.
Have you seen my
17
master?
to 3.
She's about your size.
Yumi's not kidding around with Final Chapter. She opens book, launching waves of damage that root enemies after multiple hits. While using her ult, Yumi can move, attach to allied champions, and even haste with Zoomies. Yumi is all about strategically attaching, unattaching, or swapping teammates. Start games by hopping on and off your ally to poke enemies down with empowered attacks and prowling projectiles.
Wait,
even though
we had a
Yumi can't
sin?
get targeted while attached, if her partner dies, she doesn't actually have 9 lives.
Hang on, I think there's getting none. Oh, come on. Yeah, but I'm not going to be on much longer. Like, I'm not getting on later tonight. That's fine. I don't care who you fucking play. It's the whole game. He's still at work, actually. I just said, should we start another one?
And she'll go.
I mean, it lives next. What? What? Yeah. I'm about to go look at our collection. No, let me buy her first.
Yumi starts with a point in W, you and me. When activated, Yumi dashes to an ally and attaches, becoming untargetable by everything but turrets.
I mean, her
Goes
ult
along for
did
the ride
nothing
until
to
she
you.
breaks the bond or
Like
attaches
nothing.
to another friend. If an ally recalls or teleports anywhere on the map, she can tag along.
Is she a support?
Woo!
Yeah, how about we go home?
There's
Let's
no
watch this
cooldown to
champion
jump
spotlight.
among her teammates.
Gotta
Choosing
have
when
one.
and whom to attach to is a core part of her kit T. Every so often, Yumi's next basic attack against an enemy champion restores
Hang
mana
on, hang on.
and grants her a shield. Bop and Block's shield has infinite duration and follows Yumi or an
Best friend's
attached
book.
ally until it's broken. But she can only attack enemies while unattached. Yumi fires a prowling projectile that deals damage to the first enemy hit. If the missile's been in flight long enough, it deals bonus damage and slows.
Abilities. Here we
If the
go.
magical cat is attached, she fires from her ally's position
Starts
and
with
can
W.
direct the missile's flight path with, what else? Her mouse. If Yumi unattaches while it's in flight, the missile flies straight. Yumi's E, Zoomies, has two
Oh.
charges, granting a short burst of movement speed and a heal on each cast. If attached, her partner gets the heal and speed boost instead. Targets at lower health are healed more.
Have you seen my master? She's about your size.
Yumi's
Oh my
not kidding
God.
around with Final Chapter. She opens book, launching waves of damage that root enemies after multiple hits. While using her ult, Yumi can move, attach to allied champions, and even haste with Zoomies. Yumi is all about strategically attaching, unattaching, or swapping teammates. Start games by hopping on and off your ally to poke enemies down with empowered attacks and prowling projectiles.
Albion Online features a unique classless system in which you are what you.
Hey everyone, it's Ellis, and this is going to be
Ah.
my champion first impression. Cooldown. E is Zoomies. Yumi heals and gains a burst of movement speed. If attached, her ally is targeted by the spell instead. The spell has 2 charges, okay? Our final chapter. Yumi opens a book, launching waves of magic damage that root enemies after multiple hits. While using her ult, Yumi can move, attach to ally champions, and heal. So the big question for me is, in what situations do you ever pick Yumi over, say, Lulu? Or in what situations do you pick Yumi over, say, Karma? Or why would you pick her over maybe even Sona at some point? And when I see a kit like this, and the fact that she follows her
So
ally
does
around
damage
with
and
very
roots.
simplified, or very, very simple spells, especially in today's modern League of Legends, where
Two.
usually champions kits are completely overloaded and
It
whatnot.
looked like the second.
What is going to make
Yeah, it
this
didn't feel like it
champion
rooted
stand
you at
out
all.
if not for the abilities
Let me see how many.
having imbalanced ratios? Because I fail to understand in what case
Oh, no,
you would
so
pick
3 of
her
them.
over Lulu or Karma or whatnot, unless her numbers are out of whack. Because it just feels like to me those champions are going to basically offer essentially almost the same thing. But maybe her little jumping around stuff with her W and
I don't know what that means,
obnoxious
Jer.
enough. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take a look at some of the
Oh, he's home now.
gameplay
Hang on.
footage of Chinese Yumi. You can sort of see it
Yeah.
on the screen. I'm gonna try to. All right, I'm trying in a weird way. Okay. Oh, I do not know what just happened.
What the fuck does that even mean?
So we're seeing Yumi. Actually, we're not seeing Yumi. Really hard to split capture.
What?
This is scuffed. This is really scuffed.
Did you see the new champion?
So she's inside of her ally right now. It's looking like the lane is 1v2. Now she's outside of her ally.
Did you see the new champion?
Okay, so Lulu's Q slows. So it's like Lulu, Q, and Zoe. Okay.
We're waiting on you. Yeah, but she hit you with every single one, and like nothing happened.
The fact that she can't.
Book.
Wow, she's very squishy. The fact that she
Hit me with
can't
a book?
take
Yeah.
any damage, I guess, is pretty cool. While she's inside of the ally.
Shouldn't hit people with books.
Shouldn't, but it did.
Okay, that is actually pretty long range. So, what I'm gathering from this is, if her numbers are there, she's just gonna
Yeah.
be a better.
Whole paper.
All right, The R truly is very
I
obnoxious.
just sent Jay
That's very
a
obnoxious.
thing about Teemo Jungle.
Oh, actually, that's
The
just
Night Blue
better
has
than
been
the-
doing.
Okay, that R is really obnoxious. That's very strong, that R. And then obviously the W and being able to go untargetable. That's very interesting. I guess it adds a pseudo form of engage as well.
It's weird,
you
like,
can
seeing
basically
him.
be in the front line and then W into an opponent, which is sort of like a aggressive Zoe R, which is the weirdest. It's like Zoe R-ing forward and then getting Thresh Lantern.
You getting on?
So I guess in my mind I entertain it a little bit weird, but so basically, what I think here though is that still if her numbers just aren't there, I imagine that too many situations are still just.
You didn't even say hi to Randy.
Hey, Rennie.
She's inside of her teammate right here. I mean, this is enough. If a Lulu's there as well and giving picks and shield, I mean,
She
the
didn't say hi
situation
back
is going to
to
be pretty
You
similar.
didn't say hi to her.
Q ends up hitting and slowing.
Wait, they
Yeah,
changed
this does
Teemo?
have a little bit more range going for it. She's running away now.
Albion Online is a sandbox MMORPG in which you get to write your own story
Priority
instead
comes
of
into
just
play
following a
when you're
laid out
planning
path.
to do a neutral objective,
Explore
or when
a
you're planning
vast
on
open
fighting,
They changed on
or
Teemo.
when you're
consisting of
planning on
different
counter
units.
jungling, invading in their side of the map. As an example, my mid laner is pushed in to.
Is she inside of?
They did what?
2 seconds.
Oh, okay. Now she's inside of. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of situations where I look at it and I think to myself that Karma and Lulu can do the same thing, but I think her ultimate is actually just so powerful.
What fucking...
Right.
Oh, Teemo
I think her
rework.
ultimate is everything that
not
Sona
live
wishes that
yet.
she had. Which actually is very surprising because Sona right now is not really in a very good state unless you count Sona Taric, and so you have to
Yeah,
wonder
'cause
why
all those
they
guys
just give
play on
this
PvP.
ultimate to Sona as a rework.
Yeah.
Because this ultimate just seems so... Ooh, it can't be changed unless... She can W while her ult's active, right? So this is very interesting. This is very scuffed, by the way.
But, you love mud?
Yeah, you getting on?
You love mud, though.
I said yes.
It has a little bit of everything.
You haven't
I
every
think
single
Yumi is like the Mew of
I don't know it.
supports. I'm getting Rakan vibes. I'm getting Lulu, Karma vibes. I'm getting Sona. I'm getting Joey.
Frankie song.
Joey was never a
Absolutely,
support, so-
positively wild about mud.
You are. You said you didn't know it.
Yeah, this is actually like the Mew of supports. I take back what I said in the opening. Holy shit. This is actually just the Mew of supports. It's actually fucking Mew.
I think AHT Inc.'s still out here.
Who?
AHT Inc.
I don't know who it is.
Well, it's AHT Inc.
Okay.
I don't know.
There's like
This
sitting
is
here.
definitely scuffed. What's going on here?
Are you walking, Rainy?
Just goes right in. R?
Oh, I'm standing still.
This can definitely be very frustrating if you're
I'm
80
walking
seconds,
anywhere.
though.
Alright,
This is
we're gonna
pretty
start
cool,
again.
Though. Being able to hop around, I mean, it
Well,
feels like
what are you
there would
doing?
definitely be quite a bit of outplay potential.
What I just
If
said, what are you
have
what are
bad
you doing?
teammates, then this is gonna feel a
I'm
lot
standing
worse.
outside.
So, like, if you have bad
Turning
teammates
on
in
one
your
gun?
Karma or Lulu, you can still actually do quite a bit if
Oh.
you're a very good support player, but this does feel like
Okay.
it's gonna be a little bit more reliant on having good teammates.
She said fuck off. I got a rude word. What do you think?
Yeah. Jay, did you download Guild Wars again?
Wow. Okay, it's like a homing.
You're really
missile.
gonna
Oh,
play
that's the
Guild
cutest
Wars?
icon in the world. You guys didn't see it.
I mean,
Maybe when Yumi.
Jay and
gets
I
it,
like
I'll
randomly
show you.
download it and then
This is pretty cool.
Play some
Alright,
PvP.
yeah,
One
okay,
time
I
and then
take
never
back
play
what I said
again.
about her
Like
before.
every game you play.
It's definitely the Mew of
not
supports.
one time.
That ultimate is
Couple
just so
times.
powerful in the right hands. I also
Yeah,
like
like
seeing
do some
these
PvP
Chinese
in it.
players are coupled
I mean, you're
with
not even
Twitch,
allowed
which
to
I actually do
play
think is
games,
probably
so.
a very powerful combo.
I'm playing games right now. You're just not coming and getting on.
The sad thing though is
Well, I'm
that
outside. I don't have a computer outside.
still about
You
her
should get one.
numbers,
should I just bring my
definitely
laptop
able
out
to
here?
be influenced, very similar to like Karma and Lulu with the numbers. Or
It has a
really
2060 in it.
how good the kit can be.
Is that what it has in it?
The W and the R
So
is something that I underestimated.
We're waiting on Dur to fucking walk his dog.
Very obnoxious, and now seeing the size of it and everything, it's just so powerful. Okay.
You have your headset on?
I'm gonna open this back.
What?
So okay, this is actually just Mew, which is pretty cool.
Jay's going to vacuum the house.
There's no skins. It doesn't
What?
seem the magical.
Jay's
cat
going to
is
vacuum the
actually
house.
just Mew. I'm not
Not rude.
All right. Well, it's looking like a fun champ. I am very doubtful this can go anywhere but.
You should just get a
support.
Roomba.
The only place I could imagine it may, like,
You
alright,
should.
so I know it's sort of becoming like a meme here for me, alright, if you're watching on YouTube or something, but I'm very doubtful
Jay.
that Yumi can be a jungler.
We don't have a
But that
Roomba.
would be the only other position
She's
that I would
vacuuming.
theorize maybe she could go, just because you attach to an ally inside of the
You don't
game.
hear me.
But that doesn't make any
He
sense.
looks pretty close.
I gotta throw it out there for everyone. You know, I know a lot of people are anticipating,
Didn't think about that one.
you know, that maybe she could be a jungle, but obviously not being able to auto attack while inside of allies means that it will just be a pure, you know, full support build.
I believe just said,
Very
I'm
curious
like
what the
Kha'Zix,
ratios
but
are.
better.
Very doubtful. Maybe some messed up abomination happens where her ratios are good enough where she's actually an AP mage that then just hides inside of allies.
What happened?
I suppose that could really be scary, like a mid-game Yumi that turns into like a
Night
siege
Blue
Baron or something
said
in the
that
mid-game
Teemo is
that hides inside of her
Kha'Zix,
teammates.
but better
Imagine
now.
not being able to hit Zoe. So it's pretty weird. Someone from Twitch chat is telling that she starts with the point in W, so she can't be anything but a support. So that is pretty cool.
I understand
Oh,
why
apparently
the
Yumi
light
has a skin,
sucks.
and I will show that
Who?
on the screen right now. Okay, well.
Why does he suck?
See, the color here is giving me
You
Celebi
only play
vibes,
Elise.
and I'm also getting like a
The reason
Gyraxy
he
feel,
plays on PC
right?
now
I'm
is
just
because
getting a
some
lot of
people play
Pokemon
Loretta.
nostalgia. Alright, and you see that on the wall? I don't know what
Does
that
he?
is, but probably gonna summon Yumi too, okay? Like, I like this champion.
PvE, no one gives a fuck. They just
I
fuck
like this
around
champ.
and
I
she
didn't
tries.
at first, but now I do.
Everybody's like experimenting
I'm
with shit.
having fun. Alright. Alright, that's gonna conclude the video.
It's weird that he doesn't have like his poison
Balance
on
is
every
a
shot
tricky
anymore.
subject
Or
in
does he?
League of Legends, and it is largely subjective, meaning that two people most likely will not have the same perspective on what needs to be changed in the game. For each meta, however, typically you have 3 to 4 champions that will be objectively overtuned or remarkably better than other champions overall. But what about after that? Well, again, it has a lot to do with perspective. There are 3 different perspective angles in League of Legends, which would be rank, position, and the champions that you play. A
can hold
bronze-driven
4
main will
shrooms
most likely
now.
tell you
That's
that
huge.
Garen is unbeatable and needs to be nerfed, whereas a diamond Garen main will say that their champion is terrible and needs to be reworked. A challenger Rengar player may complain about Rek'Sai, but in silver, Rek'Sai isn't even a champion, and this is where we have roadblocks. If you main tanks, you probably will not hate Shaco that much. He can't really kill you, and you are mostly safe against him. If you're an ADC main, you may absolutely despise the champion because his entire job is to ruin your day. That same tank main, though, may despise the ADC, who can shred you and kill you. You have this triangle of balance, where each champion in this set of 3 is good against one of them, but hates playing against the other. Triangle-based balancing isn't anything new. This is how the game Rock, Paper, Scissors is balanced. RuneScape's combat system is also designed in this way, where Dragonhide is great ranged armor and very effective versus magic threats, while being very weak to melee damage. Melee armor is very strong against ranged, while also being extremely weak to magic damage. So what's the big deal? Well, there are gray areas to things. The issue becomes when one of the classes of champions or archetypes are able to be closer to 2 classes in one. Rengar is classified as an assassin, but do you remember after his rework when he had his swim Q and he was building very tanky items? This made him both an assassin and a bruiser and off tank at the same time. The same issue comes up when champions can bypass their own weaknesses. Recently, Kassadin got nerfed when playing against AD matchups,
level 3 or
not
something?
because Kassadin was an AD champion counterpick, but for exactly the opposite reason. Kassadin is supposed to be the late game anti-mage, anti-AP counterpick, but was able to get out of lane and be more than capable of dealing with AD matchups like Talon and Yasuo, something that the champion is not designed to do. When champions are not punished for their weaknesses, but still able to punish what they are supposed to be good against, you'll become an all-around overpowered or overtuned champion. The very thing that should counter you does not counter you. Notice, however, since the beginning, I have avoided using the term broken, and that's for a reason. Today, I would like to investigate and talk about the differences between those two words, and what they really mean. These two words of broken and overpowered are often interchangeable, even though truly, they shouldn't be.
They're just experiments.
Sometimes there are champions that are clearly of a different class. Champions that neutralize too many other champions.
Yeah.
They are incredibly strong
on a
at all
visual
stages of the game, which in turn does not allow other champions to
They're
play
just
the
fucking
game
around on the
properly.
PvE.
This sounds like this might be a champion that is broken, but that's not
And
always the case.
they are,
Orianna is the perfect example of a champion that does not feel that bad to play against, even when she is S tier caliber. This is because truthfully, the champion is pretty well designed. Chances are that when Orianna could have a 55% win rate, the number of complaints from the community about her will still be lower than the number of complaints about 50% win rate Zed. That's just the nature of the beast in this case. Ori has been relevant in solo queue and even more so in competitive play for a very long time. And since July of 2012, all that has changed in her kit was adding a small stun to Shockwave. This is the last time Orianna has had any sort of changes to her actual kit. Everything else since then has been bug fixes, quality of life, and numbers. When Ori is strong, it's mostly just a numbers thing, not her abilities themselves.
Ori, base MR decreased. Excels at bringing enemies in range of the ball. We wanted to make sure that when their opponents do close the gap, they have a better shot at the kill. I'm surprised. I don't think, is there a champion with sub 30 MR? I would have been okay with just nerfing her E. MR, but I mean, I guess this is the way to do it to where it's more personal. I don't really care. I don't really care about the standard of 30 MR. I know Talon has above 30 MR, and other people have MR scaling. Some people don't. Whatever. But I don't know necessarily if Ori's power level is as high as I'm expecting this nerf to require. I guess.
There are plenty of examples of champions in the past, and even now, that Riot has had a very hard time getting right. Riot themselves know that these champions are tough for balancing. These are champions that you'll most likely see in the patch notes a lot. Some examples of broken or hard to balance champions would be Mordekaiser, Dr. Mundo, Kalista, Rakan, Tahm Kench, Azir, Ryze, and Tryndamere. Each one of these champions either have very outdated kits, will be reworked soon, have been reworked before, or are currently in the process of getting their abilities changed around. Or they may be never allowed to be good just because of how problematic they are in pro play. There was a time that AP Tryndamere was quite good recently. Some of it had to do with the new Conqueror rune, but guys like Fog for the Win, who is a Challenger Tryndamere main, showed us why this build is so good. And without receiving any competitive play at all, none whatsoever, Tryndamere was nerfed and the AP build was basically removed from the game. In addition, there can be categories of champions, one of them being the stat stick category. In this collection of champions, usually, Riot has a hard time keeping them in line because they have very simple abilities. Their success is largely based on the numbers in their kit. Some of League's most infamous stat sticks are Garen, Shyvana, Corki, Mundo, and Udyr. As Garen, you have a very simple kit, simple abilities, and tankiness combined together. If he's too tanky, he's impossible to kill. If he does too much damage, he is a tank, a lane bully, and a carry. If he has none of these things, which in high elo he currently doesn't, he is terrible and can be kited with ease. You can simply ignore him in a team fight and walk away from him due to his lack of CC. With his current state of his abilities, the only way Garen would be good in higher MMR is if he is completely overtuned in terms of numbers, with more damage and tankiness across the board. Shyvana is a simple power farming jungler. If she's strong enough to 1v1 or 1v2 you with ease, she's broken. Aside from that, she doesn't offer too much, and feels horrible to play as and to have on your team simply because the enemy jungler will always have more pressure. The only unique thing about her kit is her dragon taking potential and giving your team resistances from dragon kills. She's basically a walking death machine with very little CC otherwise. All this champion has is damage, which means that it can be tough to balance how much versus how little he has. In fact, this is the original reason Riot even wanted to rework Corki in the first place. Do you remember the Marksman update? Well, that was the time in which Corki got his package added to his passive. It was designed to give him something else in his kit other than just damage. This would end up moving Corki away from the bottom lane and into the mid lane as more of a mage and DPS.
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna start?
Riot also has had a bad history of buffing and changing Corki right before Worlds. It's been a meme for quite a while that Corki and or Trinity Force, an item that he uses, gets buffed before Worlds. Mundo has a host of problems, though they've tried to fix it in recent times, including a mini rework. They've done what they can to give him a niche, which is being good versus AP threats. Mundo loves to itemize Spirit Visage, and he is the direct counter to magic damage teams, as they simply cannot kill him. In competitive play, he comes back as a counter to things like Rumble in the top lane, as the combination of these two items makes him completely broken and unkillable. However, this never really fixed his problems. Even though he has a very specific niche as a tank, which on its own is pretty cool and an interesting concept, it does mean that his run at you, smash face on the keyboard, never turn off W, and be a beefball style has never really gone away. He's actually in line for a rework soon, and you can even vote right now on which champion you want to see reworked next year. Galio and Kassadin are better designed anti-AP champs, as they either have an amazing teamfight ultimate and an AP shield, or have a win condition on their level 16. What more can I say about this catastrophe of a champion? Now, before I make Udyr mains mad, please understand I personally don't hate this champ. Not at all. I think the idea of a champion that has 4 stances but no ult is very unique, and it's pretty cool that Trick2G can spawn an entire career off of him. But ignoring his problems is ignoring the elephant in the room. He has only ever been played in competitive play in recent times as an AP jungler with the Phoenix stance max, which is pretty silly, but at the time it was somewhat innovative. Before
so what are they doing to it
then? Earlier seasons, Udyr was a terror, especially
and nerfing his shroom and everything else.
Called Innervating Locket. This was an item that upgraded Udyr to
his
tier
stealth
status.
is like
what made it so vital for Udyr was the passive,
like
where you restored health and mana on ability kills. This was just enough that Udyr essentially had infinite sustain and infinite mana sustain. He was also god tier during the Feral Flare meta, and has had times as either hyper overpowered or absolutely terrible in solo queue. Most of the time, Udyr's power depends on the meta around him and items that come into the game. The next category of champions are those in which their kits are simply overloaded, and this means that there is too much going on and they have too much in their kit. The best recent example has to be the Irelia rework, and the fact that the champion is still viable and playable in competitive play, despite removing the shield-breaking putter for passive, despite removing her total damage reduction, and despite removing her disarm, she can still be played. Quite often on these newer releases, Riot ends up removing entire parts of a champion's kit because they added too much to the champion. Remember when Zoe could pick up teleport?
Through my headphones.
Scared,
did you heard?
What like a champion. I really enjoy you being able to do that. Oh! You're kidding! So I'm gonna do this. And we're just gonna go see what happens when I can do this.
There is still controversy in this category, however, and there are some problematic champions in which if you surveyed 20 people on why they're so good, there will not be a definitive conclusion on if their kit themselves being overloaded is their problem or some other factor. For a while, Riven has been a champion of this caliber, especially now where if you asked every single person, they will give you a different response as to what needs to be changed for her. There are players who have always thought that her kit is simply overloaded, with various amounts of CC, no mana cost, extreme damage, or sustained damage depending on what you want to build, and her ever so fun animation cancels. However, there's also the group that just thinks right now she's a little bit overtuned, or her items are just too good for her. Riot seems to think this is the overall issue that she has, nerfing her E by 4 seconds at all ranks. To many people's dismay, however, this is not what they think the issue is, and can still not be agreed upon.
On Twitch?
Is Riven inherently unfair? I would say no. However, I don't necessarily think someone is wrong for saying she is, and that's why this is such a tough situation for the player base, both low and high elo players, and for Riot Games to figure out. I do feel that in recent times, Riot has tried to make champions a bit more fair and a bit more reasonable to play against by opening up their windows of invulnerability and finding little ways that they seem easier to play against or feel more fair to play against.
Well, but the thing is, they've given them so many kit, like they put counterplay in the kit, but then they give them so many ways to beat their counterplay that they don't actually have counterplay. That's what I think about Aatrox when he had his 2E.
It's fucking linking.
It was like, oh, dodge his E.
So annoying.
I'm like, okay, how do you do that? Well, you have to not be in the weak point. Okay, but he just E's you into the weak point. Well, then you can dodge a second one. No, you can't, because then he's just gonna E the second one in. Well, then you can dodge a third one. No, you can't, because he put W on you. It's going to pull you into the weak point. So, actually, once you actually understood Aatrox, he had no counterplay.
One of the big things about League to remember is that clarity and understanding is so important when it comes to these kind of things. As crazy as it seems, remembering that sometimes even little changes, especially visual clarity, goes a long way. Recently, Riot actually gave Jax a visual update, and now that you can actually see his range on his Counter-Strike, I would argue this is a nerf to Jax, as funny as that is. Of course, for Jax mains, as well as people playing against Jax, this shouldn't really be a surprise for those who are experienced against him and play top lane a lot. We've all faced enough Jaxes over the years to roughly know the range of Counter-Strike, and honestly the range isn't that surprising to me. But for totally new players, or for players who play other roles besides top lane and jungle, who don't play versus Jax that often, I would argue that this is actually a nerf. Little pieces of clarity and little things to clear up visuals as well as understanding for champions, at least that way people can see what the counterplay is and see exactly why they died, is a huge reason why they can be balanced or at least feel fair to play against. Many players might hate Ahri, but the fact is, if you get hit by Charm, you die. Everybody knows it, and everybody knows that's exactly how the champion works. But for champions that are newer to the game, or champions with more ambiguous power spikes like Veigar being really strong after level